Morning everyone, welcome to Do Daily. It's Daz here, back for week 2, 2026, Friday the 9th of January. Hopefully everyone's still going strong. Before we get started, I'd really like to thank everyone who tuned in to last week's returning episode. Really enjoyed doing it, a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit nervous, but felt soon got into my stride and put something out like I used to. Of course, it's all with a longer term plan of creating something a little bit different to what you see now, hoping to record plenty of walks locally of where I go, some of the nice places, and showcase that almost like a relaxation video type thing. But for now, it's my ramblings as I ramble along, talking about how life is treating me. So yes, thanks again, really appreciate it. If you could like and subscribe, really appreciate that too. Of course, when you're doing something like this, that is the purpose, to try and build things and hopefully use it to encourage positivity, inspire and motivate where I can. Not everybody's going to sign up to my beliefs and what I do, but if it can help anyone, that's always the point. Anything I've ever done in life has been, if it can help that one person, why wouldn't you? Back out, same location as last week, whilst it is about trying to get around. And I will just show you behind me. I probably can't quite see it in the distance. The clock tower in Nottingham city centre is just over there. So the embankments are really nice. I think it's protected green space by the river that we get to use, myself and Stan. He loves it. But I was hoping to get somewhere different. Like I say, the whole purpose of Do Daily is to do those things I said. However, when the storm was forecast yesterday, Storm Goretti, is it called Goretti? Not quite sure. When that was forecast to hit hard over Nottingham, I decided that this morning I'd just come down here again just to continue in my routines. It didn't actually hit us as bad as we thought. There's a few bits of black ice, so I've got to watch my footing again. But as you can see, it's a pretty grey day, but great to be out nonetheless. Fresh, extremely cold, and it just gives me a chance to process the week and process and be positive about the weekend as well and what I'm going to do. But yeah, so today really all I sort of want to do is continue in that mindset of building routines, and doing what I do. And it'd been easy to sack this off a little bit today, and it's cold, not got much time between I was going to say sunrise, it's barely sunrise, is it? Between day breaking and work, really having to force it in right now. It'd been easy to skip it and think, well, I'll just pick it up again next week, but that's not the point. And especially early in the process, and when I got so much from it last week, I actually enjoyed doing it. A little bit raw, but that's what this is all about. So really wanted to get back on. So again, it's just another opportunity, and doing it on the back of doing it before is actually a routine. Hopefully next week can start working towards the idealism of what I said there and building the channel in a slightly different way. But for now, it's just a chance for me to get out and enjoy what I enjoy doing. And if people can watch this and think, well, whatever they do and whatever they enjoy and whatever other people may think about it, they can make the most of it, then that's what I'm trying to put across. You don't have to wake up to walk, you don't have to come out. The point is to try and enjoy the things that you enjoy the most. So yeah, when you get yourself into routine, that's what happens. You start looking forward to it, and when we look forward to things, we tend to do them. When we plan things, we tend to do them. If we kind of and ah or sort of dismiss things, we're really unlikely to do it. So again, part of my accountability of putting it out there last week was just to say, yes, I'm going to go and do it, and this is the way I want to take things forward. And the routines really are built, the routines really give me the basis, the foundations to do some of the other things I really want to do. I'm fitting it into a running and gym plan. Of course, I'm training. I mentioned last week I'm training for the Paris Marathon, and that's where my goals and targets for the year are really centered, and that's really what I want to talk about today, my personal goals and targets. And again, whilst they might be different to yours or people might not have them, they're just things I'm working at which show that you can actually work at something, that you can build a routine, that you can put things in which assist you along the way. So alongside that running and gym regime, which is quite tough at the moment, start of the year and all that, trying to get as much as I can. This is a sort of slowdown in many ways, relaxation, chance to think it and talk it through of how it's gone. This week's not been easy. Do you know, whilst I'm talking about routine now and the Friday morning and sticking to that one, I'm hoping to get to the gym every morning, you know, get out for a run most nights, not every night, but it's been clogged up with returning to work, you know, the busyness after Christmas and everything that tends to throw at us, and also some of my own sort of other plans. Big football fan, as you'll know if you watch this regularly, and so there's been a couple of football matches, one on Tuesday, one tonight even, you know, which I'm travelling away to, something I really love, so make sure I do it, but sometimes it does get in the way of the other stuff as well. So it's just about, at times, evaluating, you know, re-evaluating, you know, making sure you can fit things in. Yesterday especially, I was at the gym, I was running, I was doing it all, you know. Last night, because I didn't know how things were going to be today with the weather, and of course it's not transpired, it's transpired not to be as bad as we expected, but I didn't want to miss out on the things I'm doing for the things I want to achieve, and that's where the goals come in, as I say. So my goals for 2026, and there's only two really, you know, and they're not easily achievable, and they possibly won't be achieved. I'm really sort of putting myself out there on this one, you know, it's not something I know I can do. One of them's a running goal, one of them's a lifestyle goal, and like I say, they're not easily achievable. If I put a lot of work in, really focus and really work at these routines and keep getting up and doing my thing at the gym, and then coming out on a Friday morning and keeping myself strong mentally, then they possibly are achievable. But again, without being negative, they're tough ones, and that's the purpose really. Is again, I'm sort of digging in, you know, bedding down for what lies ahead. When I'm in that kind of mindset, I'm much better for actually sticking to what I do. If it's something that's remotely achievable from the outset, you know, and I almost know I can do it, then I tend to be a bit like most people really, a bit hit and miss, you know, can let things slip and slide a little, and that's not the point. You know, when I'm really focused, I tend to do what I say I'm going to do, and I've already touched on that in terms of what I do here. So yeah, my targets, I've never done it, but I'm aiming towards a 4-hour marathon. My PB, I think, is 4 hours 13, and if I don't get the 4 hours, which again is really tough, I'm not a natural athlete for all the exercise and activity I'm talking about, you know, and I've got my flaws. If I don't do it, the PB will be nice. It's almost like the second prize, you know, and again, it's still achievement, so I should take plenty from that and really enjoy it. And to do that, my other is a weight loss target, which would really assist it. I know I can run, I know I'm not too bad a runner when I'm of optimum health. It's hard to spit out this time of the morning. When I shed a few pounds and get my weight down, so I'm looking to lose 3 stone as well. People might think that's quite a lot. It is quite a lot, and I'm looking to lose most of it before that marathon, obviously, to assist in that. But the target really is for the whole year, you know, and that'd just get me down to a comfortable weight. Always carry a bit too much when I'm not in a full training plan. And again, trying to use this chance to talk openly, trying to use the year and all the things I do to create better routines and habits going forward. Tend to be a bit fight or flight with my weight. Really struggle, like I say, when I'm not really focused. You know, lifestyle habits, particularly around the football, to be honest. You know, that can be tough. But always changing, always looking to ways to improve, even around the football. Tend to do a lot of running when I go to different places. Really enjoy that. Last week, got the opportunity to meet up with a friend before football. That was really nice too. And it just took the emphasis off the old kind of football lifestyle of drinking and eating rubbish. So yeah, that's what I'm working at. Working towards 4-hour marathon and to lose 3 stone and hopefully feel a lot better for it. The reason I kind of put it out there is, again, is not to say everybody has to do this, everybody should be doing the same thing. It's to almost show that we can work at these things, that we can talk about it, and the more we do talk about it, the more we tend to hold ourselves accountable. Other people sometimes hold us accountable, which, rightly or wrongly, you know, can really help. Myself and Kay work together, my wife, to run and train and do things like that, and I know that definitely helps both of us. So it's just a chance. So hopefully you kind of understand where I'm going with all that. Hopefully it makes a little bit of sense and you realise why I talk about these things on the channel. With plenty to come in the further weeks, you know, different places, hopefully nicer places. Not nicer, this is lovely, but different places where I can showcase different things, I guess. A chance to process my thoughts even further. Hopefully you take something from it. Once again, if you could pop us on a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. It's just me chatting away before setting about the day. Feel much better for doing it. Feel like I've got an opportunity now to get back, get to work, probably be a lot more productive for getting out in the fresh air. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Being positive and enthusiastic and being happy. And if you've got that, you don't really need much else. Until next week's Wake Up to Walk, have a brilliant weekend. Please pop on in the comments anything that you're looking forward to or any goals and targets for the year. I'd love to follow those and perhaps mention 1 or 2 as well. And until then, just doing it.